Hello everyone, welcome to Corporate Governance course with me Maria Grace Herlina. I'm a lecturer from Bina Nusantara University. Here is my senior students from Corporate Governance class. His name is Sugi. Can you tell me about yourself?
Hello, my name is Sugiarto Bangsawan. I'm from Venus Business School and I'm ready to tell you about corporate governance knowledge.
Yeah, he's already completed the course, and today we are going to talk about governing listed company. As the company grows bigger and bigger and it becomes more complex in structures, can you tell me the types of ownerships that possible happen in the company?
Of course, in corporate governance, there is 6 common ownership type. First is, of course, share widely spread. Ownership spread between mainly individual and institutional shareholder with no one in dominant position. That's why it widely spread. Second is institutional shareholders dominate. It's ownership by a big corporation like bank, insurance company, pension funds, and other institutional company. And third is state-owned enterprise. It's ownership by government, dominated in communist country. And fourth is single shareholder, meaning is single person who own majority of the shares. And family company is a company that has outside shareholders and listed in public company as well, but significant proportion of shares are still in their family hands. Last is block holding. Some large shareholders form a block and able to influence the company.
Okay, can you tell me more about the complex structures in corporate connected to the corporate governance?
Yes, of course. These days, most listed companies operate through groups of companies, not a single corporation entity only, but groups can be quite complex and may include other listed company as well.
Okay.
And
For example,
in those group company, there is position of a company. It can be a holding company, which a company that holds all the dominant share is usually top of the chain. A subsidiary company, company in which another company holds all its voting share, or an associate company, company in which another company exercises dominant power even though it doesn't have a majority of shares.
Okay, is there other corporate structures that is complex?
Of course, there is 3 categories of complex corporate structure, which is pyramid, chain, and last is network. First, I'm gonna explain to you about pyramid. Pyramid is holding company sits on top of pyramid of subsidiary and associate company. Its reason for strategic positioning simplifies legal and regulatory aspect and significant tax benefit, create separate limited liability company to reduce debt exposure to any members. And second is chain company. Chain company is a group of companies in an ownership chain. That distinguish this structure from pyramid structure is that the companies in the chain structure have another outside shareholders. Reason chain structure is those controlling the head can influence management decision in the other companies in the chain, even though it doesn't have all the shares.
Okay. So can you tell me more? Maybe still other complex.
The last is of course network structure.
Okay, what kind?
A set of companies own shares in each other because in some culture network is the traditional way in which corporate groups cooperate and working together. Reason is strategically tax avoidance, sharing risk, and between company. Network structure is usually found in Japan, with each company have shares in each other. For example, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Alliance.
Okay, there are so many complex corporate culture. Yeah. Okay, from all those structures, which one is not included in complex corporate structure? Is it pyramids, horizontal, or networks? Which one?
Of course, horizontal.
Okay, why?
Because pyramid and network is one of the complex corporate structure, and horizontal is ordinary organizational structure.
Okay, thank you for watching everyone, and see you on our next video. Goodbye.